that made them just as popular for cruising down the street as rocketing down a track. In the garage, a team of old-school hot rodders will go head-to-head against a team of high-tech aircraft mechanics. They'll have 2 days to pump up a pair of 64 Impalas for a shootout on the track. Winning team takes home both cars.
When I think of these classic Impalas, I think of lowriders and when they hook up their hydraulics and drop them and hop them.
It's a classic car to go cruising in.
When we get to drive these cars home, it's going to be cool.
Yeah, this is on the top of the list, man. A 64 Impala, please.
The teams will be led into battle by Full Throttle's master mechanics, twin brothers Marc and Eric Kozeluh.
It's a big, full-sized American automobile from the mid-'60s, and we need to get it up to speed quick.
They'll tear them down, fuel inject them, build them back up, and then see who's the fastest gun on the track when these 64 Impalas go full throttle.
Check out what we got here today. 1964 Chevrolet Impalas. Now, these cars are just so desirable these days. This was the best-selling car model of all time. They sold 1 million Impalas in 1965, and that number has still yet to be eclipsed by any car manufacturer. This car is like shown up in like so many different movies and rap videos. Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre put the Impala like on the map, rolling in my 6.4. Right. And you'll find this thing everywhere. Lowrider shows, drag racing, hot rods, classic restored. The Chevrolet Impalas even have a huge NASCAR history. They won several NASCAR events. This car was available in an SS trim from 1961, which is a super sport trim. It was available with even a 409 cubic inch engine, which I know they made famous songs about. The Beach Boys had a song about the 409. For the GM family, obviously Cadillac is the top of the line, but as far as Chevrolets go, the Impala was top of the line, and this was every man's Cadillac. Yeah, I can't wait for these guys to see this car, man. Yeah, we got a really cool build for them, too.
I think I started working on cars probably around 1985 with my father. The first car I ever worked on was a 64.5 Mustang. He's the one that said, hey, why pay someone when you can go out there and learn it yourself?
I got started working with cars back in high school, and I really have a love affair with the Mustang, especially the 68.
My hobby is drag racing. We race top alcohol funny cars.
I mainly do all tune-up, concentrate on what I'm going to do to get the power to him so we can get it to hook up on the track.
That to me is what American muscle is all about, is the horsepower.
You guys got all this experience, you got a funny car out there, you're going down.
Good morning.
All right, what's up?
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Let's turn some wrenches. All right, I like that. Give you a quick rundown of how this is going to go here. We're going to flip a coin here. You guys call it in the air, heads or tails. Pick whatever car you want to work on. It doesn't make a difference. We're going to give you guys 2 days to work on these cars here. Big deal of this is that after it's said and done, we're going to take them to a racetrack. We're going to run them heads up, best of 3, quarter-mile drag racing, and whatever team wins is going to walk away with both cars.
Cool.
So, and when you see these cars, you're going to be like, oh, we really need to do this. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking for a win by whomever's on my team today. I, too, am looking for a win. Hey,
there you go.
Here, call it in the air. Let's go.
Heads.
What guys call
right
it?
here.
Tails.
That's a good sign, though.
Which car do you guys want? You pick, bro.
Take this one.
Into that one. All right, so that means you guys get this car, and it means you guys get me.
All right.
Peel this cover back here and show you what we're working with here. 64? Oh, 64. So obviously,
Sweet.
1964 Chevrolet Impala.
Right on.
No.
I mean, look at the beautiful body lines. And then once we tell you guys what we're going to be doing to these things today, it's not going to be anything that's going to compromise the classic nature of the car, only going to enhance it. And I think you guys will be very happy.
Keep it original.
I'm really excited about this today. Yo, these are really clean
These are
examples.
nice vehicles. God.
And it's a 64, guys. So, I mean, this is like the most sought-after Impala ever.
With post-war prosperity driving automobile sales throughout the 50s, Chevrolet and Ford were both planning to launch their first luxury-style cars in 1958. Ford's new division, known as Edsel, against Chevy's Impala.
Coming out of the 50s, there were really tight back and forth battles with Ford and Chevrolet as to who had the crown of supremacy. Well, after the introduction of the Impala, it was no longer a contest.
Styled along the lines of a Cadillac, the 58 Impala was only available as a sport coupe or convertible package on Chevrolet's Bel Air, but priced at about $2,000 below a Caddy.
In many ways, General Motors took the approach that Chevrolet and the Impala in particular would become sort of a blue-collar Cadillac, if you will.
Named after an African gazelle celebrated for its grace and speed, the Chevy Impala combined a 240 horsepower V8 with a bold new look.
I remember when I first saw the 58 Impala in clay, I thought, wow, look at that. The upper structure had a sporty but a dignified look. It was special.
The 58 Impala's unique 3 taillights were switched to the cat-eye style for 59. But Chevy returned to the triple taillights in 1960 as they became the Impala's signature trademark. The Impala became the car to own as the growing middle class became the biggest market for new cars and looked for the best value for their buck. In 1965, annual sales hit over 1 million.
It was a great car for a lot of people. Whether you want a simple transportation car or you want a sporty performance car.
They were on a roll with this car, and in concept, they didn't change it too much for many years. It was always the same successful formula.
In 1977, a redesigned Impala, shorter, higher, narrower, and 700 pounds lighter, received the Motor Trend Car of the Year award.
Millions and millions of Impalas have been built and sold. There's probably not a family out there at one time or another didn't own an Impala.
Over 13 million Impalas ruled the road, making this beloved icon the best-selling American nameplate in automobile history. In order to give these cars a boost of some high-tech muscle, both teams will begin by replacing the stock carburetors with a fuel injection system.
That's going to be the major mandatory thing that we've got to do. So it's the first generation of fuel injection, where it's basically it's an electronic carburetor style of fuel injection.
As part of the fuel injection install, they'll have to replace the old intake manifold with a new one that can handle the increased flow of fuel and air to the engine.
We're making a nice high-flow exhaust system, whatever style you guys are looking for. We're actually going to, we got a tubing bender here at the shop. We're going to bend it up for you.
The teams will also install an MSD ignition system that will electronically control the new fuel injector. They'll add a high-performance cam, new valve springs, and a custom-built exhaust system that could increase horsepower 20%.
All right, let's get you guys suited up and make this thing happen.
Next, the Chevy Impala becomes the king of high styling and low riding. And how to gently coax an Impala into becoming a winning beast on the track.
Sweet talk to it, man. Oh, baby, we love you. Come on now. Come home to daddy. Play with me.
Tomorrow on the History Channel, named after the tradition in India of hunting snipe, a small, elusive bird that's hard to find, difficult to stalk. Snipers have evolved from duels in the trenches into a mobile elite task force that strikes with precision and fear into enemy territory. Snipers, tomorrow at 8 on the History Channel.
She turned around and left the cave, and I'm standing there by the pool of water alone, like I am in all of my dreams. And it just brought up a whole bunch of issues that...
Tym piórze nie ma atramentu.
What?
I wtedy możemy zacząć dopiero pracować.
Using a broker you can't understand doesn't make much sense either. That's why Edward Jones speaks in a language you can understand, so financial decisions get the attention they deserve. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
In a valley near a river, there's a place called Perfect, where every day is filled with love, especially February 14th. Valentines are handmade, and every man brings home roses. In Perfect, the only one in the doghouse is the dog. Of course, we don't live anywhere near Perfect, so we have Walgreens, open every day, many 24 hours, where we can get what's needed for the real world. That's life. This is Walgreens.
I love this one. This man finally popped the question.
You like it?
Oh, it's so beautiful.
But his Visa card was over the limit.
I'm so sorry. There seems to be a problem.
His fiancée told him to call American Express.
Okay, this one's so cool. A Gold Card member wanted to make his first wedding anniversary. So I got him tickets through Gold Card events for the concert of the year before they went on sale.
Got him. Oh, this is a classic. Some friends were making a pit stop in the middle of nowhere. They locked the keys in the car. They were so relieved when I said we could get them roadside assistance.
Listen to this one. I helped a card member redeem points to get into the Richard Petty driving experience. She said she always wanted to live life in the fast lane.
Call 1-800-AXP-6400 and apply now for the Preferred Rewards Gold Card.
Call 1-800-AXP-6400 and experience a world of service with the American Express card.
Warning, Celebrex, Vioxx, and Bextra users.
Celebrex, like Vioxx and Bextra, is a COX-2 inhibitor. One of these drugs could be to blame for your heart attack, stroke, or serious blood clot. Call attorney Jim Adler now at 1-800-683-8383.
The makers of Celebrex, Vioxx, and Bextra are multi-billion-dollar corporations, and you may be entitled to a large cash award.
If you've had a heart attack, stroke, or serious blood clot, or if someone you know has died, your call will be given top priority. Call 1-800-683-8383 now.
Still under review, and now the ref is calling upstairs for help.
I'm in real trouble. I can't see anything here. Did you see it? Well, you want to let me in on the secret? You're watching the game, right? You come on. I can't see anything on this screen. Anything. Who's out? Oh, honey, I love you. Thank you so much. Good luck.
When clarity really matters, a TV with DLP is the right call.
After further review, a player was out of bounds. First down!
Amazing picture with no burn-in or fading. Be sure your next TV has DLP. A Texas Instruments technology.
Target Hiroshima. About a third of the building has been blown away.
These people are killers. Days that shook the world. Saturday night at 8, only on the History Channel.
The Battle of Classic American Muscle gets underway. Both teams have 2 days to give these 1964 Chevrolet Impalas some brawn to go with their good looks.
The more organized we are, the faster teams go.
The team's first big task, upgrading these cars from factory-installed carburetors to fuel injection. It won't be easy.
We want to take 2 minutes and read through the injection installation instructions so we get an idea of what we're doing.
Right.
Maybe, you know what, just start disarming here, and I'll get the stuff, start laying it out.
Both teams are replacing the Impala's stock 2-barrel carburetors with throttle body injectors, commonly known as TBI. Fuel injection was first pioneered by carmaker Adams Farwell in 1910 for use in diesel engines. It was later adopted for use in aircraft during World War II, but it didn't show up in gasoline cars until 1955 with the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. The throttle body injectors were introduced to American cars in the 1980s.
And this thing is looks just like a carburetor, and it acts like a carburetor, except instead of having the engine draw fuel in through a carburetor through a low pressure, this thing has high pressure, and it has fuel injectors, 1, 2, 3, 4 small fuel injectors that inject fuel into the engine right on top.
This TBI system will be a big improvement over the carburetors because it's computer controlled. Both teams will install electronic ECUs, or engine control units, in their Impalas to send the right mix of fuel and air to the cylinders.
It's up here real good.
It's not the ultra modern fuel injection, but it is the first style of aftermarket fuel injection, and it's going to really wake up these cars and make them very interesting.
But the injectors won't make much difference if they're sitting on top of the Impala's stock intake manifolds, so both teams will change those out also.
The old one and the new one's pretty easy to see the difference between the two of them. Besides the fact that this was set up originally for a 2-barrel carburetor, whereas this one obviously set up for a 4-barrel, or a 4-barrel like a throttle body injection like we're using right now. This piece is made out of cast iron, and it's god-awful heavy. This one is made out of aluminum. It's a lot lighter. The real performance difference in the two of these, you can see the larger area up here underneath the carburetor where there's a greater volume of air. That means that these runners are actually a little bit longer than these guys, which are tight and short, which translates to making more torque.
That's a nice car. I'll be driving it just for for Sundays and Fridays or Saturday nights. Not an everyday car. It's too nice of a car.
When you think of the classic lowrider, the Chevy Impala comes to mind. With a record number of Impalas on the road, they were a natural to become a behemoth of the boulevard. Lowriding is the practice of lowering a car's suspension so it rides closer to the ground. The roots of lowriding can be found in Los Angeles' Mexican-American community, with zoot suit-wearing pachucos cruising their neighborhoods in lowered rides during the 1930s and 40s.
The least expensive used car was a Chevrolet at the time, so the Chevrolet became sort of the iconic lowrider. Initially, they made the cars low by putting sandbags in the cars or just torching the springs, and the car would sag and drop down to the ground.
The booming economy after World War II had a lot of mechanically minded guys tricking out their cars, but there were two types of customizing going on.
Hot rodders were taking things off to go fast. Lowriders were adding things to the cars, adding visors, mirrors, special wheel covers to make it look more attractive.
In 1959, the California legislature prohibited any car from being lower than the rim base. Ron Aguirre salvaged the hydraulics off of a B-52 bomber and put them on his 57 Corvette, ex-Sonic. Soon there was shops set up all over LA, installing hydraulic struts on lowered rides.
Strut pushes down on the spring and raises the car, raises or lowers the car. When you want it to run low and slow, you bleed the hydraulic pressure off, the car goes scraping along the ground, and you get it back up to normal height before the police came by.
The use of hydraulics evolved into contests of car hopping. The style was adopted by LA's African-American community, and the term lowrider was actually coined during the 1965 Watts riots. Police used the term as an insult to the lowered cars that had their front seats removed, making it hard for the authorities to see who was inside. As cheap used Impalas flooded the marketplace, lowriders gravitated to its sleek lines. Many gave the cars brightly colored candied paint jobs and elaborate interiors. One of the most famous is Jesse Valadez's classic 1964 Impala known as Gypsy Rose. It took 8 months to paint the 150 roses on the car. During the 70s, the Gypsy Rose was seen cruising in the opening credits of the television show Chico and the Man. By the 90s, the lowriding phenomenon was mainstream as rap stars like Ice Cube were riding low and slow on MTV. Lowriding spread not only across the United States, but into Europe and Japan. Crossing cultural and racial lines, lowriders converted an outlaw image into a contemporary art form, with the Impala as a favorite canvas.
If I get the car, it's going to be mainly ran at the track. I mean, I'll drive it around the street, go to cruise nights, you know, show it.
It would be put to good use, though.
Oh, yes, it would.
That's all I want to hear.
Marc's feeling so confident that he makes a wager that his team will finish early.
I'll take 14 hours for lane choice. How about that? 14 hours for lane choice? So we'll still do an 18-hour build, but I say, okay, we're done. All right. In 14 hours.
Putting tools down.
We're taking lane choice.
So, we get to work.
With new manifolds and fuel injection systems, these cars will create plenty of gas under race conditions. Both teams will need to install new electric fuel pumps.
Do not mount the fuel pump higher than the lowest point of the fuel tank.
Check this out, guys. I see you playing with the new electric fuel pump. I figured I would bring over the stock mechanical fuel pump here, and we could do a quick comparison. It wasn't until the 1920s where the first mechanical fuel pumps first showed up. And basically how this works is it takes, this rides off of a lobe on the front of the camshaft, and it takes negative pressure to draw fuel from the tank, which now can be put in the back, and pumps it up to the carburetor. This works in a positive pressure, where it sucks fuel out of the fuel tank, pressurizes it, and pumps it up to the fuel system under positive pressure. This thing operates between like 30 and 40 PSI, whereas this one operates at around 7 PSI. And this one is run electrically. I'm gonna go mount this thing, get back to work. I'm gonna go throw this thing in the garbage.
The electric fuel pump delivers more fuel pressure than the fuel injectors need, so both teams will have to install return lines to send the excess fuel back to the tank.
Got a ground wire on it, and now we just have to figure on how we are going to fabricate our return line into this setup here.
Marc's team dives into the camshaft replacement before installing the new manifold on top of the engine. The camshaft was introduced by the Wilkinson Motor Car Company in 1898. The cam dictates when and how much the valves open and close. They're installing a new, more aggressive cam that holds the valves open longer and wider in order to make more horsepower.
Are you guys telling me the old cam is already out and that's the new one going back in?
Yep.
I just walked away for 2 minutes. How does this keep happening? I keep missing all the action. So, Jose, how you feeling about this? How you feeling about the camshaft? Is that thing going in or what? What do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm tearing apart right now. I'm trying to think.
Great, great. I'm just going to add it to the list. I was not 100% confident that they were 100% confident in the swapping out of the camshafts.
And I figure with your guidance,
oh yeah, we'll be good.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
They want to get everything done. For bragging rights and for the fact that they will have a better car.
You guys are quiet over there.
Look at that competition trying to get us distracted.
Yeah, they're getting some work done.
Yeah?
Huh? Not gonna put that cam in?
Done.
Done with the cam?
Done.
Yeah, you bad.
New intake manifold's going on, baby.
Man, why don't you come over here and help us?
As soon as we beat this 14-hour deadline, we will.
Saul and Jose are so eager to start their camshaft replacement, they remove the timing chain without lining up and noting the markings for top dead center. It's a huge mistake.
Thought we had a top dead center, but the uranium wasn't aligning.
So you got this mark up here, and you got this one down here.
Timing chain was just about to be removed. And I said, well, what's the deal with the timing? Did you put it at top dead center number 1, as I asked you to do? The first thing you do when you disarm a car is you put it at number 1 TDC.
Top dead center is the reference point where all the moving parts of the engine are in proper alignment. If one or more of these components are out of whack, the engine will misfire, possibly causing it not to run at all.
Exhaust top dead center.
So it's 180 off then, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
And given the other team's surgical precision, Eric worries this could knock his team out of the competition.
A very large potential for catastrophic failure, disaster, huge overage in times.
Next, Marc finally discovers his team's weak spot.
Any of you guys afraid of wiring?
A little bit.
Eric tries to help Saul and Jose get back into the game.
Don't be intimidated by the other team, guys.
And the inside story on what made the Chevy Super Sport a super seller.
The word got out on the street that the Super Sport was a car to be reckoned with.
We were not permitted to be in the city park.
Everybody was afraid. We didn't know what was going to happen.
My mother said, you shouldn't break the law. And my father said, some laws need to be broken.
Voices of Civil Rights, part of Black History Month on the History Channel.
You know, Volkswagens are built for the Autobahn.
Oh, yeah.
The Jetta's built to perform at higher speeds, so it's solid.
Yeah, solid.
Really holds the road. We might want to... next one's fine. Yeah, so let's just... Getting hungry?
Want to find out what makes a Volkswagen a Volkswagen? Come drive it. You'll get it.
Applebee's 1, 2, 3-course combos are here.
Do you love 3? Do you love 3? Now and
3 courses and 3 great combos.
Do you love 3?
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Ready to make the move to Levitra for a strong, lasting experience? Ask your doctor if Levitra's right for you. Levitra is what many men with ED count on for a strong, lasting erection, for that quality sexual experience. Strong and lasting when he wants it. It's what Levitra's all about.
Levitra is only for men healthy enough for sexual activity. Do not take Levitra if you take nitrates for chest pains or alpha blockers for prostate problems or high blood pressure, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects may include headache, flushing, and stuffy or runny nose. In the rare case an erection lasts for more than 4 hours, seek immediate medical attention.
Strong, lasting, experience Levitra for yourself. If you're on another ED treatment, maybe it's time to try Levitra. Ask your doctor about a free sample. In the mood for something different? How about Levitra? Ask your doctor if Levitra's right for you. It's the best way to experience that difference.
Ask about a free sample. Ask about Levitra. Levitra, when it counts.
I'd never wanted to file bankruptcy. I thought I could handle it. We tried to buy a home, and everywhere we went, we kept hitting brick walls. I'd get another credit card, and then I'd extend myself on that one, and it just became too much. The angry letters, I told my husband, you know, we need something to manage our credit, or we're never going to get ahead. That's where I found TrueCredit.
Log on to TrueCredit.com and get your complete 3-in-1 credit report and your credit score. Order this special TV offer online now and receive weekly fraud alert emails for a year and $25,000 of identity theft coverage, all at no cost to you.
It's so simple. You know, we can read it. Anybody can read it. Through TrueCredit, we've actually learned to manage our credit. If there's any changes, it automatically updates me every week. Our credit is so much better. It gives you that sense of fulfillment. You know, you've done something. We are somebody now. I could never imagine that we would be in a home with the help of TrueCredit. I mean, we are so happy. We're homeowners. It's the American dream.
If you've got broadband, you're ready to go. Call 1-800-925-4VON or visit Vonage.com. Also available at these fine retailers.
Target Hiroshima. About a third of the building has been blown away.
These people are killers. Days that shook the world. Saturday night at 8, only on the History Channel.
Finished the teardowns on their 64 Impalas and are ready to install the performance parts needed to triumph in the winner-take-all drag race. Mike and Pete are moving so fast, Marc can hardly keep up.
Don't bother slowing down on my account.
Not fast enough.
Never is, right?
Never.
They're pretty damn confident, but they back it up. They back their confidence up with real-world accomplishments. And I know that I'm going to be out there crossing stuff off the list every 20 minutes.
The faster they go, the faster the used parts pile up. Do you throw them away?
Maybe not the lifters, you know.
Or give in to every wrencher's weakness?
Mechanic-itis. I can't throw anything out for fear that I might need it one day.
Maybe a year, maybe 7 years from now.
Mechanic-itis.
The greatest fear of the sufferer of mechanic-itis is that you throw the piece out and then you will need it an hour or a day later.
That's why the wife of a mechanic is an angry woman.
Yeah.
Look at it, they got, damn, you guys are on it,
Wow. All the valve springs are done on one side.
Woo! Fuel tank's almost back together.
Come on, man, you guys are quick. Yeah.
We'll be over to help you in a little while.
You might have to.
Pete and Mike have already installed a new throttle body fuel injector, plus a weigh-in intake manifold and a high-performance camshaft. Now Pete installs heavy-duty valve springs that can better handle the increased size of the camshaft, while Mike cleans the 64's push rods.
I'm putting these in so we could get a couple steps ahead.
You hear the word push rod a lot, and this is the push rod. And how this system works is, this lifter rides directly on the camshaft lobe. It pushes this push rod that acts on this rocker arm, and this actually pushes down the valve. So this is a fulcrum point, and by this thing riding on the camshaft lobe, as the cam goes through its range of movement, it pushes up on this whole assembly, which winds up pushing down on the valve in a fulcrum type of move. Nowadays, cars have overhead cam engines, and what that means is that you eliminate the lifter, you eliminate the push rod, and you eliminate the rocker, and the cam itself acts directly on top of the valve. So you eliminate all this stuff.
Saul and Jose finally removed the Impala's stock camshaft, making way for the new performance model.
Yeah, hey Mike. Yeah.
They're lagging behind, so any progress is a minor victory. With all the performance parts, this car will be able to muscle its way down the track in the winner-take-all drag race. By 1960, the Impala was firmly established as Chevrolet's top-of-the-line luxury performer. But to enhance its sporty image, Chevy introduced the SS, or Super Sport Options package, for the '61 model.
The Impala SS was a nice combination of sportiness and big car comfort, luxury. That was new.
Special features included power steering, power brakes, and a 348 engine. Or you could crank up the power and get the new exclusive 409 engine, rated at 360 horses with a 0 to 60 in 7.8 seconds. They made a mere 142 409s the first year.
The word got out on the street that they were there and that the Super Sport was a car to be reckoned with. I think it definitely led to the image that Impala wanted as a performance car.
In 1962, the Beach Boys released a song immortalizing the giddy-up of the 409. By 1965, almost 250,000 Super Sport Impalas were sold.
There was really not another car in the early 60s that had quite the cachet of an Impala Super Sport.
Yet by the mid-60s, the public's interest in full-size muscle cars was waning. Sales of the Impala SS dipped as buyers gravitated to the smaller and faster Chevelle SS and Nova SS. The Impala Super Sport was discontinued after the 1969 model year, and the public would have to wait 25 years before Chevy reached into the past to resurrect the SS nameplate.
The name Impala was brought back in the 90s because of the interest in performance cars, because of the interest in nostalgia. I'm sure Chevrolet looked and saw how many people were buying old Impalas and restoring them.
Chevrolet offered the Impala SS model only through the 1996 model year, but that wasn't enough for its hardcore fans.
Over the years, the enthusiast crowd, I think, had always told General Motors they could capitalize on that old Impala magic again and get them excited about driving a car.
Chevrolet finally listened and revived the legend in 2004, introducing the next generation of Impala Super Sports with a supercharged V6 engine at 240 horses and a 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds, bringing this classic car into the 21st century. In the garage of Twins Turbo Motorsports, Mike and Pete are about to give their 64 Impala Super Sport a new Edelbrock timing chain assembly. The timing chain connects the crankshaft to the camshaft and keeps them in time with each other. It controls when valves open and close in relation to the piston. It made its first appearance on a Cadillac in 1912.
The fact that it's brand new and all these links are nice and tight means that it should be a lot more accurate. We should have crisper timing, and we should make more accurate horsepower. Perfect. Sitting better, it looks, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's on there.
Yeah.
With Eric's help, Jose and Saul are working faster. They install a new intake manifold and throttle body injectors. Then Jose tackles the new timing chain assembly, while Saul takes a big bite out of a hose to the fuel filter.
I'm biting the hose to kind of stretch it out.
He's hungry, man.
You know, these are new hoses, so they're very tight. So when you bite it, it kind of loosens them up a little.
Across the garage, Mike and Pete are staying pretty loose themselves. After 7 grueling hours of tearing down and building up their 64 Impala, they're feeling confident.
I think we're ahead of schedule. I won't say we are because anything can happen and it could slow us down just like that.
I know we're moving slow, but it's not the speed, it's the quality of the thing.
All right, guys, that's it. Tools down. Day 1 is over. Excellent job. Go get cleaned up.
Thanks, crew chief.
And get some rest. And we'll hit this thing tomorrow, right, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
All right, man. Yeah.
Next, it's all about sportsmanship in the garage if there's going to be a shootout on the track.
Here we go.
And 60s Impalas were great family cars, but their 409 engines made them mean machines at the track.
Tomorrow on the History Channel, named after the tradition in India of hunting snipe, small, elusive bird that's hard to find, difficult to stalk. Snipers have evolved from duels in the trenches into a mobile elite task force that strikes with precision and fear into enemy territory. Snipers, tomorrow at 8 on the History Channel.
Steady now. We're entering the cortex of the brain.
That's the site of the injury.
Never can relieve the pressure on a few key vessels. Doctor, we've got to get back to the ship.
What?
GE Healthcare, allowing doctors to navigate the brain with a precision that until today was pure science fiction.
You just said we had to get back to the ship.
I did?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you did.
GE, imagination at work.
Need the perfect hotel for that little romantic getaway? Send in the experts. When you use Hotels.com, it's like sending in a team of experts to check out everything you need to know about hotels. So log on or call our certified hotel agents 24/7 to help you find the perfect hotel at the perfect price. Like New York from just $69.95. Hotels.com. Best prices, best places, guaranteed.
This is Sophie and Bernard. They've experienced a world war, a cold war, the birth of rock and roll, the assassinations, the resignation, love at first sight, marriage, twins, Yellowstone with the kids, private practice, family practice, and someday, springtime in Paris. Reaching retirement is no small achievement. We'll help you make the most of it. Introducing Fidelity Retirement Income Advantage. Call today for a free retirement income planning consultation at 800-FIDELITY.
The 700 islands of the Bahamas. Call 1-800-BAHAMAS or visit Bahamas.com.
The new HP Digital Entertainment Center, powered by the Intel Pentium 4 processor with HT technology and the new 42-inch plasma TV. Together, they tend to attract attention. The HP Digital Entertainment Center from $13.99 and the HP Plasma TV $26.99. Call now and shipping is free.
Benefits of tax deferral, it's always the right time to open an IRA. Call 800-FIDELITY to open your no-load, no-fee IRA today. Smart move.
This is for the championship. Does it have enough?
Sorry, mister.
No sweat, kid. It's only my new plasma TV.
Whoa. You must really be gelling.
More gel, more gellin. New and improved Dr. Scholls massaging gel insoles. More cushioning, outrageous comfort.
Was he yelling? No, he was gelling.
Dr. Scholls. For a valuable coupon, go to drscholls.com.
Pete and Mike are racing through the items on the job list so fast, they will definitely be ready to burn it up on the drag strip.
Fuel systems, back end is done. Great.
But now they face several hours of figuring out the wiring that ties all their new components together. On the other side of the garage, Jose and Saul are trying to make up lost time. But Saul's having trouble adjusting the valves on the Impala's engine.
I thought I adjusted them all, and then when I turned it to get number 6 cylinder, top dead center, it was like the number 1 valve was sloppy. So now I gotta turn it back to get number 1.
Just do the whole process again and see what the hell happens.
Right. Okay.
My team did bite off more than they can chew. And it was worrying me since the beginning of day 1.
Pete and Mike attack the wiring job on their 64 and get ready to move on to their new exhaust system.
Yeah, so move into the headers then and start moving into the MSD. What are you looking at here, guys? Just marveling at our new headers, comparing them to the stock pieces, which are probably about twice as heavy as what we're replacing it with, but you can obviously see the flow differences. If you turn them around, you could see that these two are a little longer before they merge together. The center two are really tight. This whole thing is just tight. This area right here is what we refer to as a collector. That's where all the tubes merge together. And that's where the exhaust pulses will meet. And this one is about 3 inches in diameter. This one is about 2 inches in diameter. You could see how restrictive it is. Obviously, it's a night and day difference compared to this tubular style right here. As crazy as it sounds, this is both for the same car.
Pete and Mike have slowed down a bit, but are still trying to finish this 2-day build in 14 hours. 4 hours under the time limit, because if they finish early, they'll win lane choice.
Yeah.
Saul and Jose know they're behind in their build, but they're not letting it get to them.
Look at that. Pretty, see? It's teamwork right there.
Saul thinks he finally has the #1 piston where it's supposed to be. The engine components should now be properly aligned and ready for the new MSD distributor.
You're #1 guy.
That's it.
With the new performance parts, these mid-60s dream boats should jump off the line like the Impalas that used to dominate the tracks across America. President Eisenhower signed the Federal Aid Highway Act in 1956 and set into action the creation of 42,000 miles of modern interstate highways, opening up a new era in American transportation. Cars like the Cadillac, the Ford Fairlane, and the Impala were clearly suited for these new roads.
There were bigger, wider roads to travel on, and the more people taking advantage of that and getting out on the road. So a car that was powerful and that had a nice ride to it was something that really gave you bragging rights.
Motor vehicle registration climbed by over 20 million cars by the end of the 50s. The Chevy Impala was the #1 choice as Americans hit the open road. But after the introduction of the 409 engine, it was on the track that Chevy completely blew the doors off the competition.
A guy by the name of Don Nicholson ran a 409 at the Winter Nationals at Pomona in 1961, and he won. And it really started the trend toward these super stock cars of the era, of taking a full-size passenger car, putting a big engine in it, and racing them.
And Chevrolet promoted that fact by sponsoring drag racers and using the old race on Sunday, sell on Monday kind of theme to make the Impala image stronger.
The Impala's real fine 409 is credited with launching the muscle car era as other car makers scrambled to catch up.
And all of the other manufacturers then were building cars to be fast to compete in those classes, and it sort of started the escalation of the high-performance era as we know it.
The highway system made the Impala the king of the road as a family car, but on the track, the Impala and its mighty 409 steered the way for the muscle cars that followed. In the garage, Ron, a fabricator from Custom Muffler Center, is helping the team shape a modern racing exhaust to fit their old Impalas.
So you're gonna bend up some exhaust pipes for these Impalas?
Yes, I am.
This machine was developed in 1998 to meet the demand for high-performance custom exhaust. It can bend large 3-inch performance pipes without crimping them. The perfectly smooth curves will minimize back pressure.
First thing I'm gonna do is program into the machine.
Using measurements from the underside of the car, Ron punches in the degree for each bend.
Next one's gonna be at 30 degrees.
He attaches a rotation wheel to help guide him so he can turn the pipe for the next bend.
Of where to turn the pipe.
It's like a degree wheel.
Exactly.
Then he presses go.
And to put our third bend in it. And that's it. That's how simple you can fabricate a pipe.
That is sweet, man. Thanks a lot for bending up my exhaust parts.
Not a problem.
Beautiful machine you got here. All right, fellas, I gotta be the bearer of bad news. It's not that bad either. I overshot my estimate on when we were gonna be finished here because of your guys' stellar abilities. So we lost lane choice. It's completely my fault. I figured we'd be done a little bit earlier. They were supposed to have their car fired up about 5 minutes ago. It's not fired up yet, so that means we get lane choice at the drag strip, guys.
Having lane choice can really help a team. Depending on the track, some racers feel one lane may be smoother, warmer, or downright better than the other. Other racers feel it is simply a mind game to have that win.
First victory is ours.
All right.
Saul removes their Impala's stock oil filter and gets an ugly surprise. 41 years of dirt and sludge.
That's the 1964 oil filter?
Yeah, that's the setup.
So this is a replaceable element oil filter.
Right.
Where this is the actual filtering part of it, and you disassemble the filter and just replace the element in 1964.
Yeah.
The first incarnation of the modern oil filter came about in 1923. The modern spin-on oil filter debuted in 1955. Back then, a filter cartridge was placed inside a canister. The filter could be replaced, but oil and dirt would build up on the inner walls of the housing.
Yeah, so I'm sure that's why they changed from this style to the completely disposable unit. Yeah.
After 15 hours in the shop, Mike and Pete are ready to start their car first. It's a psychological edge and a beautiful sound.
Everybody clear?
Yep.
Nice, this thing sounds good. Sounds mean.
Just 15 minutes before the deadline, Jose and Saul are ready to start their car.
All right, you guys ready?
Nothing.
Almost.
Now Saul and Jose enter penalty time. Every 10 minutes they don't start, the car will cost them at the starting line on race day.
There you go, brother.
Mike and Pete decide to jump in to help figure it out, knowing they can't have a heads-up drag race with only one car running.
Yeah.
You got spark, you got fuel.
It should at least try to
Yeah, exactly.
cough and spit or do something. Pull the valve covers off.
All right.
The problem is a small problem. It could have been avoided.
The top dead center mistake has come back to haunt them.
Yeah, tell him I was having a hard time adjusting it.
It wasn't 100% lined up properly, and the car is out of phase.
The spark isn't igniting during the power stroke, but with a little help from everyone in the shop, they're finally at top dead center, and this Impala will be ready for race day.
Okay. Yeah.
The celebration is tempered by the knowledge they have a race day penalty.
We hit the maximum allowable 2-hour overage limit here. Okay. So you guys are going to be penalized 1.2 seconds off of your first run. But you know what, though? It is drag racing, and anything can happen.
My strategy is that something major malfunctions in their engine, or the ground on their side of the track just opens up and swallows them.
Straight ahead, will there be divine intervention on race day as two fuel-injected Impalas go heads-up in a winner-take-all drag race?
Target Hiroshima. About a third of the building has been blown away.
These people are killers. Days that shook the world. Saturday night at 8, only on the History Channel.
Now on home video from the History Channel. Own your copy of this program delivered directly to you for just $24.95 plus shipping and handling. To order, call 1-800-708-1776 or shop historychannel.com.
You smell food?
You okay?
Yeah. Maybe we should stay out here a couple more days.
Okay.
Get as far away as you can. The four-wheel drive, 255 horsepower Pilot from Honda.
Hey, Teddy, can you come in here and do some rebates for me?
Sure.
Actually, sir, my biological dad, who I haven't seen in 20 years, just showed up. And he really wants to take me for ice cream, so...
Teddy,
yeah.
You know we have an easy button now, right?
We have an easy button?
When it comes to rebates,
Larry, Dave,
everybody has an easy button. It's called Staples. Just go online. There's no clipping, no mailing, no hassles. What's easier than that? Staples. That was easy.
Now, from AVACOR, one of the most trusted names in hair regrowth, there's today's AVACOR, with its new dual-action formula that gives you visibly thicker hair on the first application. With today's AVACOR, you get twice the benefits. AVACOR's Boost formula instantly improves the appearance of your existing hair, while the Physician's formula goes to work on balding areas.
The main reason for thinning hair and baldness is hereditary hair loss. Just because there is a family history of hair loss doesn't mean you have to suffer. The problem is toxic degeneration of the hair follicle. AVACOR targets the hair follicle to reverse hair loss, improve blood flow, and stimulate new hair growth.
This user went from this to this in just 3 months with AVACOR. And remember, AVACOR Boost will improve your hair's appearance the day you receive your order. We're giving away a free month of AVACOR with all of today's orders. Call 800-510-6070. That's 800-510-6070. Call 800-510-6070.
A child's life is made of special moments. For many children, their Children's Miracle Network Hospital helps to make sure those moments happen.
There are millions of children with hope because of Children's Miracle Network. We are the alliance of premier children's hospitals dedicated to serving all children. Your support can make miracles happen.
I'm U.S. Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison. As women, we spend much of our time taking care of others and often forget to take care of ourselves. As you remember to do that, why not start with your heart? Heart disease is preventable. Get a free heart health screening at the National Women's Heart Day Fair. It's Friday, February 18th at the Hyatt Regency in Dallas. You'll get on-the-spot results and advice on how to reduce your risks. It might save your life.
The battle to win two 64 Chevy Impalas has been hard fought in the garage. The old carbs have been replaced with throttle body fuel injection systems. New high-performance camshafts have replaced the stock issue cams. A high-flow intake manifold helps with the airflow into the engine, while custom exhausts have been fabricated to increase the flow of air out of the engine. The teams are now ready to go head-to-head in a best-of-3 winner-take-all shootout at the drag strip. California Speedway in Fontana, California is one of 140 National Hot Rod Association sanctioned tracks in the United States. Organized drag racing started in Southern California 50 years ago and was spearheaded by legendary NHRA founder Wally Parks.
In the early years of NHRA after 1951, we focused on the formation of car clubs around the country and provided activities for them to take part in. Well, we realized that there was no substitute for what we had at the dry lakes, and there needed to be something available to them. So we did some testing and found that a quarter of a mile was about as far as you could run on the average available runway and still have room to get stopped. And so on the basis of that and drawing from the experience, we built the sport into a competitive form.
The quarter mile became the standard in drag racing, and that's what the 64 Impalas will be running today.
Another beautiful day at the racetrack. Man, this is we're here again at California Speedway, which is personally one of my favorite racetracks in Southern California, man. It's a fantastic facility. Our guys are coming in here looking very well rested. Good morning, gentlemen. Hey, buddy. Welcome to Cali Speedway.
How's it going there?
You guys ready to do it? Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
We normally paint these things like a factory color. But these cars are so pretty that we decided to do something special and paint them in team colors. Paint them in team colors. So check this out.
Let's check it out.
Oh, sweet, baby. Oh, it's got some flake in it.
There you go.
Yeah. Nice. Good looking paint job here. It looks nice, you know?
A metal flake paint job connects these souped-up Impalas to a style of custom painting that emerged in the 1960s and was popularized by lowriders. Back in the day, a serious metal flake finish started with 5 coats of colored lacquer. Then 3 coats of a clear lacquer were mixed with metal flakes and applied to the car. This was usually followed with another 8 coats of lacquer to create a killer custom paint job.
Hey fellas, not only we paint these things, but I got nice rims on them. The new Mickey Thompson drag radials, pretty meaty at 275 too. Should be pretty good to harness that kind of horsepower we're making here. Who's driving first anyway?
I am. We'll let Jose drive
Jose,
first.
you're driving first. But you guys got lane choice. Right, we got lane choice. So we've chosen a left lane.
Because they went into overtime in the garage, Jose and Saul will line up for the first race with a penalty. The green light on their side of the Christmas tree will drop 1.2 seconds after Mike and Pete's car takes off. It doesn't sound huge, but in a race that could be determined by just a few tenths of a second, this could be devastating.
All right, so Jose, you're up first, right?
Right, there we go in.
All right, you guys ready to do this? Let's get you strapped in. Go over a last-minute strategy session here and get ready to do this. Okay.
Just another run.
We almost lost this round anyway.
Right.
And we can lose it instantly if you're red light.
But what
we have a chance if you're out there.
The worst thing that could happen right now would be either I red light, which I'm hoping I don't, or the car brakes.
Before the first race begins, both drivers heat up their racing radial tires for better traction. They're street-legal tires that incorporate the super sticky rubber used on racing slicks. These radials are known for providing a consistent performance at launch.
Stay focused, Jose. Stay focused. Come on, brother. Come on, brother man.
The race begins. Pete has a lightning reaction to the green light. There's little chance of Jose catching it with his 1.2-second penalty. Jose is now living his worst nightmare. He actually launched before his tree dropped to green and forfeited the race. Pete shot down the track and across the finish line in 16 seconds flat and had a well-tuned reaction time at the start of 1/3 of a second.
I had it punched and it just died.
What's going on here? Just making sure we're all together here. Yeah. Feeling a little lazy.
Yeah, it's hesitating big time.
Yeah. And we had a flat spot too. Yeah.
Jose's Impala was hesitating at the starting line. He wants to open up the car. He and Saul have 15 minutes before the second race to diagnose and fix any problems.
Maybe we shouldn't start off.
I'm gonna start off in low.
Start off in low, but don't hit it all the way.
Well, I'm gonna see how it feels.
Watch your hands.
Bring it up on the...
Yeah.
The problems from the garage are still haunting them. Their timing needs to be adjusted, but it'll take too long to tweak before the next race, so they decide to leave it.
Feel the force.
Throw the marbles right here.
This is it, baby. I gotta give it all I got. I gotta try every little trick, see what I can do, put it in low, try to time that lighting. We need every edge right now.
The car's set for race 2. Both teams can launch at exactly the same time.
A little whammy on this one.
Yeah.
Always, no matter what.
Saul's reaction time is a split second behind. Then he loses control and swerves toward the wall.
Whoa! What the? Made a big move towards the wall. He was shifting it manually. Oh, and then looking at it. Pretty consistent. Congratulations.
Yeah. Mike pushes his Impala to a decisive win. He crosses the finish line with the same ET as his partner Pete. 16 seconds flat.
I asked him to shift the automatic transmission manually so that he could push it through the gears.
Shoot, when I hit the gear back up, I must have went past drive and hit neutral and it kind of stuttered, hit it back down. Then I looked to the left and I was going to the wall. I had to bring it back in the center and keep punching it.
I just saw the car going for the wall and I was like, no, don't scratch my car. It's great to hear this guy. I need something from you. I love this part. I love this part. This is my favorite. Okay, you did exactly what we needed to do to make this thing happen, so you guys can own these 2 automobiles, man. Yeah. That was huge.
We got ourselves some Impala.
We've wanted these cars for so long. Now we can just go and fix them up to our likings and just let them glow.
It looks easy. It looks like you out there, you hit the gas, and boom, you go.
Drag racing, what do? You hit the gas, that's it. Right.
You know what? It takes some talent.
They were aging Chevys, more than 40 years old, but with a little 21st century muscle. These 20th century gems are every bit as powerful and graceful as the day they rolled off the assembly line.
Well, I think it was a perfect mix of what we're trying to do with these cars here. We just wanted to basically update them with modern technology, with some fuel injection. So taking the carburetor out of the mixture and converting it over to fuel injection makes these cars perfect, in my opinion. We would look great in those things. I know I'd look great in that blue one, too. Thanks.
Next on the History Channel. When you gotta pull it, push it, lift it, or drag it, you need a marble that's worked for thousands of years. From oxen to airplanes, you'll always find them at the forefront of towing on modern marvels. Next on the History Channel.
Find yourself stuck in a rut? Feel like you're dead in the water? Need a friendly pull in the right